Great Alone. The Great Alone. And I really like it. It's a very pretty spine there. It sounds so weird to say. It's such a pretty spine. Only the sisters are pitted against each other. Loyalties are tested, secrets revealed, and then a terrible crime threatens to tear their whole community apart. Ooh. This is Jen ASMR unboxing. Subscribe before you fall asleep. Hi there. This evening I am filming a little book haul for you guys. So this is actually the second book haul I'm filming this evening. The first one was all the French young adult books I got for my daughter, a few manga and a few little books for my son, so like kids books. And then these are all the English books for me. So I got most of them on Amazon, and the ones I got from Amazon are pretty much all the same author. In fact, they are all the same author. And then I have 4 books in English that I got in a French bookshop. I got some really nice ones. And then I have some magazines that I got. And honestly, the price of the magazines was difficult to pay, just because they like imported to be able to, you know, to get an English magazine in France, you know, you need to pay the importation and stuff. So like a magazine that would usually cost like, I don't know, like I want to say like £3-4 will be like €10 almost, you know. So anyway, let's start this off by spending a few minutes making some sleepy cardboard sounds before we get into the books. If you prefer just to skip ahead, feel free. Timestamps will be down below if you want to just see the books. Otherwise, enjoy the sleepy sounds. let's get into the books. I am just going to preface these next 4 books by showing you this book. So you may have seen it in a recent haul. I don't know when the haul came out with this book in it. Anyway, I basically just got this because I have been struggling through a bunch of French novels, and yes, it's difficult to read Harry Potter in French. I am struggling to be able to lose myself in it, because it's just always just that little step extra you've got to do, and I already know what happens in Harry Potter, so I kind of get a little bit yeah, I know what's going to happen, but I need to read this French to get there. And when you're trying to go into evening mode and read a little, it's difficult. I'm struggling, so I decided to just grab a few books in English, and this is what I landed on because it was in the Amazon sales in January. I think it was in January. And I didn't know anything about the author or anything. I mean, it had okay reviews. It was Amazon, so. The international #1 bestseller, Kristin Hannah, The Great Alone. The Great Alone. And I really like it. I really, really like it. There was one thing that kind of put me off the author, and that is the titles of her books. Let me read a few of them to you. So, The Great Alone, not bad. So, I get it. It's a nice title, and it's also about Alaska, a family moving to Alaska, so it makes sense. But the other ones are called The Nightingale, Fly Away, Homefront, Night Road, Winter Garden, True Colors, Firefly Lane, Magic Hour. They just seem very, I don't know, very kitsch American titles. I don't know. A Handful of Heaven. I mean, I guess the title, is it that important? I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, that was just one thing that irked me, but otherwise, as you can see, I have my little reading light here. And I am just over halfway through here. I have my little cactus bookmark in there. So I'm just over halfway, and I really, really like it. I really like the way she writes, the way she describes things, the way she puts images out there. I like the characters, how they're complicated and just you kind of like them, but then they're not picture perfect. The titles would make you think the book's about, I really like it. Let me just read the back of this one. How cool is my little light, by the way? You just clip it into the pages and pop it on, and it just perfectly lights up. I got it on Amazon. I don't think I even did a haul for it because I just wanted to use it straight away. I don't think I added it to a haul. I'll link it down below. It's not very expensive. Okay, so author of the million-copy bestseller The Nightingale. A woman has to be tough as steel up here. You can't count on anyone to save you and your children. You have to be willing to save yourselves. 13-year-old Lenny is coming of age in a tumultuous time, caught in the riptide of her parents' passionate, stormy relationship. She dares to hope that Alaska will lead to a better future for her family and a place to belong. Her mother, Cora, will do anything and go anywhere for the man she loves, even if it means following him to the unknown. As Lenny grows up in the shadow of her parents' increasingly volatile marriage, she meets Matthew, and Matthew, thoughtful, kind, brave, makes her believe in the possibility of a better life. an epic story of human survival and love, and an intimate portrait of a family tested beyond endurance. The Great Alone offers a glimpse into the vanishing way of life in America, with her trademark combination of elegant prose and deeply drawn characters. Kristin Hannah celebrates the remarkable and enduring strength of women. Yeah, I really like this book. And a lot of the stuff about Alaska is really interesting. Yeah, so I would recommend this book. So this was just prefacing why the next 4 books are from the same author. Even though I've only read half of one of her books. I just wanted some easy reading, and anything in English is easy compared to trying to get through some French novels. Okay, so this next one is the one that was in that box envelope, cardboard envelope, the book depository, I guess. I mean, I got them all from Amazon. I didn't really pay attention. Just got them on Prime, so I didn't pay attention to where they came from. But I guess I have some bookmarks of the book depository. So, the #1 international bestseller, Kristin Hannah, True Colors. Look at that. It's pretty, but it's so like cheesy American, you know. I don't know. I really like it. Okay, so a captivating story about the powerful bond between sisters that can break a family, a curl up and savor it kind of book. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Kate Jacobs, author of The Friday Night Knitting Club, said that. I praise. Okay, let's have a little read. The sky there. This tumultuous sky. The Grey sisters have always looked after one another. Growing up on a sprawling ranch with an emotionally distant father, they had nowhere else to turn after their mother died. Okay, so already we're getting the sort of the sisters together kind of thing. And I like the fact that it's on a ranch, because I'll get to find out lots of cool stuff about American ranches too. So Winona, the oldest, craves her father's approval. Happier reading a book than riding a horse. She knows she isn't the daughter he wanted, but she's determined to prove her worth. Aurora is the peacemaker, trying to keep everyone happy whilst hiding her own feelings. Vivienne, the youngest, is the star of the family. Beautiful and spirited, everything comes easily to her, until a stranger arrives in town. When Vivienne makes a fateful decision to follow her heart, everything changes. Suddenly the sisters are pitted against each other. Loyalties are tested, secrets revealed, and then a terrible crime threatens to tear their whole community apart. Compelling and provocative, True Colors is an unforgettable novel about jealousy, betrayal, passion, and forgiveness, and what it means to be a family. It's very dramatic. Like, when I read something like this and then think about me and my brothers and my sister, I'm just like, yeah, no, nothing like that. Ever really, I don't know, I don't ever remember being jealous of my brothers, or like, I don't know, like, maybe when we were like really small, like jealous of someone got chocolate or different toys, or I don't know, like, but as adults or even as teenagers, there was never really like, I don't know. I mean, I guess if there was nothing happening, there wouldn't be a book, so this one, we got this one. So my second Kristin Hannah book. Let's go for the third. Night Road. With this kind of woman. Is she barefoot? Maybe not. In the rain. Why do we always hurt those we love the most? Because they're the closest. We know that. Okay. An exquisite, heartbreaking story that speaks to women everywhere about the things that matter most. People on the island still talk about what happened in the summer of '04. They sit on bar stools and in porch swings and spout opinions, half-truths, making judgments that aren't theirs to make. They think a few columns in a newspaper give them the facts they need, but the facts are hardly what matter. Okay, what happened in '04? Lexi and Mia are inseparable from the moment they start high school. Different in so many ways, Lexi is an orphan and lives with her aunt on a trailer park. That as well, like learning about people living in trailer parks, that sounds so strange to me. I know that's like still a very prevalent way to live in America. Like, it's a thing. It's not a thing here. People don't live in trailer parks. While Mia is a golden girl, blessed. Some people live in trailer parks, but they're called caravan parks, and they're for holidays. And if you live in one, it's because you're retired and have money, and you want to be by the beach all year. Yeah. So yeah, while Mia is a golden girl, blessed with a loving family and a beautiful home, yet they recognize something in each other which sets them apart from the crowd, and Mia comes to rely heavily on Lexi's steadfast friendship, something which at first worries Mia's mother. Mia's the one not in the trailer park. Yeah, okay, Jude. Mia's beloved and incredibly good-looking twin brother, Zach, finds life much less complicated than his sister. Well, he's a guy. Jude thought she'd never have to worry about her son, that he'd always sail through life easily achieving whatever he and his family wanted and expected. But then he fell in love. The summer they graduated is a time they will always remember, and one they could never forget. It is a summer of love, best friends, shared confidences and promises. Then one moment, one night changes them all forever. As hearts are broken, loyalties changed, and hopes dashed. The time has come to leave childhood behind and learn to face the future. Moving, haunting, and completely unforgettable. Night Road raises questions no mother, daughter, or son would ever want to answer. Oh, I want to know. I want to know. This is so fun. I don't know which one I'm going to read next, honestly. Actually, I'm gonna ask you guys which one you think I should read next. Okay, so that's the third one, or the second one. Let's look at the next one. Firefly Lane. Look at that. How cheesy is that name, and how cheesy is that cover? But I love it. I freaking love it. Also, fireflies. That's a thing. I've never seen a firefly. We just don't have them in Europe, I guess. When I was a kid, I didn't think they were real. I thought it was like a cartoon thing. They don't really look like that, though, do they? Like, not that, like, bright. There's no way. Okay. A lifetime of friendship, a moment of betrayal. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know which one was written first or anything. It's not like it's a series. They seem to all have, like... No, totally not. That one doesn't. the sky, where they have the blurb written. Yeah, this one too. Blurbs written in the sky. Just not this one because it's more like dark. So Firefly Lane is a story you'll never forget, and one you'll want to pass on to your best friend. Okay. In the turbulent summer of 1974, Kate Malarkey. Malarkey. Are there really people called Malarkey? Because I know that is like malarkey isn't like funny business, like stuff, you know, but like, I don't know. Has accepted her place at the bottom of the social food chain at school. Then, to her amazement, the coolest girl in the world moves in across the street and wants to be her friend. Tully Hart seems to have it all. Beauty, brains, ambition. On the surface, they are as opposite as two people can be, but they make a pact to be best friends forever. The summer's end. They've become Tully and Kate, inseparable. For 30 years, Tully and Kate buoy each other through life, weathering the storms of friendship, jealousy, anger, hurt, and resentment. Tully follows her ambition to find fame and success. Kate knows that all she wants is to fall in love and have a family, but what she doesn't know is how being a wife and a mother will change her. They think they've survived it all until a single act of betrayal tears them apart and puts their courage and lifelong friendship to the ultimate test. Firefly Lane is a story of a generation of women who were both blessed and cursed by choices, and is a story for every woman who knows that her best friend is the one person who really, truly understands her. Oh, this one sounds fun too. I really don't know which one I want to read next. I'm thinking, like, I kind of want the ranch one, just because I'm, like, interested to know about ranches. And the Night Road one just sounds a bit more like, oh, you know, like, oh, what's gonna happen? That sort of thing. This one, it's probably not the one that's kind of getting me right now. I think maybe because there's not really like a thing, you know? Like in the first one, it's like Alaska, and there's ranches, and there's like trailer park stuff. In this one, there's not really like a, I mean, I guess I'll find stuff out about like America in general, but there's not like a thing coming out. Okay, so the last Kristin Hannah book that I have got so far. Nightingale, the Nightingale. So this is the one that I've seen the most like ads for and stuff. It seems to be like her. Is this the one that made her the #1 bestseller? Yeah, because look, they all have written on the top New York Times bestseller, and then this one is the bestseller. Okay, so I don't know which order the books are in or anything. Okay, so an unforgettable portrait of love and war. People. Oh, it's the Eiffel Tower. Da, da, da. Might be a bit of France in here. It's a very pretty spine there. It sounds so weird to say. Such a pretty spine. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Oh, there she is. Pretty picture. The Nightingale is a phenomenon that has enthralled a generation of readers. Goodreads' best historical novel of the year. Historical. The story is about what it's like to be a woman during the war, when women's stories are all too often forgotten and overlooked. Ooh. With courage, grace, and powerful insight, best-selling author Kristin captures the epic panorama of World War II. I guess that's why France. And illuminates an intimate part of history seldom seen, the Women's War. The Nightingale tells the story of two sisters separated by years and experience, by ideals, passion, and circumstance, each embarking on her own dangerous path towards survival, love, and freedom in war-torn France. It is a heartbreakingly beautiful novel that celebrates the resilience of the human spirit and the durability of women. It is a novel for everyone, a novel for a lifetime. Okay, that's really interesting. So I if you don't know, I live in France, so it's gonna be pretty interesting for me. And I come from Scotland, so I know about World War II from the British side, if you get, like, from the British angle. Like, in school we learned about it, like, as British people. Obviously you guys that are watching from America have like a different version, I guess. You have like your own viewpoint about like World War II. I mean, I think we're all pretty on the same page about what was good and what was bad, but I mean, like, what happened to your troops and what, you know, what was happening where you were and stuff. But I guess France has a lot more in the trenches kind of things, you know. They were really like, they were in it, you know. As Brits we were kind of in it, but like we were not like invaded. And I guess as Americans you were like in it but quite far. I don't know, I feel like it's different for each of us, but obviously all of us were concerned, so it'd be really nice to hear about it from inside France's like point of view. Although living in France, you do get a little bit extra about the history of it and stuff. Okay, just rambling now about France and the war. So this one's gonna be cool, I think, because, and it's also interesting that she's an American author writing about French experiences. Yeah, she said. So she lives in Seattle and Hawaii, and her first novel was published in the UK. Does that mean she's from the UK, or it just happened to be published in the UK? I don't know. Maybe I should look her up, since I'm about to read like 5 of her books. Oh, Night Road was the first one. So the one where, let me see, hold on. That was the first one. Where's the list? I need the list of her books. Oh, here we go. Okay, so Night Road is the first one that was published, but maybe not the first one written. I don't know. I don't know if like they're in order of date or whatnot, but there's a lot of them anyway. I'm one of those kind of people that like, once I start, I'll probably collect them all and read them all, even if there's like one that doesn't really catch my imagination. I'll still probably read it, just because I don't know, I'm a collector at heart. Okay, so which one do you think I should read first? Or second, I guess, because I'm still reading this one. Should I read maybe I'll read this one because it's like the first one she got published, and it does sound quite like, oh, mystery and all that kind of stuff. I'm interested in this one as well. I would really like to learn about ranches in the US. And then probably this one, and I don't know, Firefly Lane is less interesting to me right now, but I mean, once I'm in it, I'm probably going to be in it. So, what do you guys think? What should I read first? After this one. Okay, so that is all the Kristin Hannah I have to show you guys. I also have 4 more books and 4 magazines. Yeah, 4 to show you. So these are the books that I got in the French bookshop. So they don't have like a huge selection of English language books, but they do have like a little selection of like English, Spanish, Italian, German and stuff. Like one section of the bookshop is like other languages, so there is a little English section there. And the first book I picked up is The Handmaid's Tale, because I absolutely love that series, and I've never read it. I never read the book, so the book came before the series. Can you see the slight difference in red here, giving the kind of sleeve coming down? I don't know if you can see that on camera. Interesting. So yeah, so I thought I would grab this. I just really enjoyed the series. Like, enjoyed is the wrong word. I was fascinated by it, I guess. It is pretty scary, but yeah. So The Handmaid's Tale is both a superlative exercise in science fiction and a profoundly felt moral story. Yeah. So the Republic of Gilead offers Offred only one option: to breed. If she deviates, she will, like all deserters, be hanged at the wall or sent out to die slowly of radiation sickness. But even a repressive state cannot obliterate desire, neither Offred's nor that of the 2 men on whom her future hangs. Yeah. Brilliantly conceived and executed, this powerful evocation of 21st century America gives full rein to Margaret Atwood's devastating irony, wit, and astute perception. Yeah, thriller, psychological. Yeah, I always wanted to read this book. It's not like, I think this series is based on it, but like not, it's not exactly the same, so it will be a new experience. But yeah, the series made me feel a lot of feels. I mean, I think anyone watching that series felt a lot, but I think as a woman you really feel a lot during that series. A lot of anger and a lot of just like, I don't know. It made me really mad, but I couldn't stop watching it. So yeah, that should be, I wouldn't say fun, but interesting. It's definitely not similar to the Kristin Hannah books, but I think it'll be a really interesting read. Okay, so the next book that I got, I don't know, like I kind of was swayed a little by the Netflix sticker. I'm thinking if it was picked up by Netflix to be a series, it must be pretty good. I don't know. There are 3 of them. This is just the first one. Shadow and Bone. Isn't that gorgeous? Stag. With this kind of, it reminds me of the oil, the ink and oil paintings you can do, like when you swirl them up during school. Yeah. So, number 1, New York Times best-selling author Leigh Bardugo. Grishaverse. I like this one. Shadow and Bone trilogy. That's it. Yeah, that 3. So exclusive content inside. Ooh. So, soldier, summoner, saint, shadow and bone, siege and storm, ruin and rising. Okay. Alina Starkov is a soldier. When her regiment is attacked whilst crossing the shadow fold, a swath of unnatural darkness crawling with monsters, Alina unleashes dormant magic not even she knew she possessed. Now Alina will enter a lavish world of royalty and intrigue as she trains with the Grisha, her country's magical military elite, and falls under the spell of their notorious leader, the Darkling. He believes Alina can summon a force capable of destroying the Shadowfold and reuniting their war-ravaged country, but only if she can master her untamed gift. But as Alina unlocks the secrets of her past, she will make a dangerous discovery that could threaten all she loves and the very future of a nation. Dun, dun, dun. That does sound pretty good. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy this a lot. And what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to try and read at least the first one before I look up the Netflix series, because I think I will enjoy the series if I enjoy the books. So I'm going to read the first book and then see if I want to. Oh no, there's little cutter marks on the back. Slight little cutter marks there. Don't even know if you can see it on camera. Maybe not. There we go. Yeah, someone's run a cutter through them. It's fine. It's a book. It's meant to be read. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna read the first one and see where this series is, like if it's exactly the same or if it's a little different, or I don't know, if there's 3 series, 3 books, I don't know, I'll have a look. But I would like to read all of them before going into the series. Okay, and the last 2 books I got are very like classic, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. So there's a whole bunch of these editions that they have, these classics with these gorgeous covers. Treasure Island, The Great Gatsby. Look how different in size they are. The Great Gatsby is like a pretty small read, it seems. So neither of these I've read. I wonder if I read Treasure Island when I was younger. It's possible. But The Great Gatsby I have not read. But isn't that absolutely gorgeous? It's like very thick and like what would you say? Like textured, but like woven. That's the word I'm looking for. Woven with different textures. Foiled. So they're both absolutely gorgeous. And I was thinking ASMR when I saw these covers. Just look at that. They're going to be amazing tracing videos. These covers. Just pretty. So on the back there is no blurb. It's just kind of like a quote. So we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. A glass of champagne at the top. are really cool little classics. I'm pretty sure I've read Treasure Island, but a very long time ago. So I'll need to get back at it. These classics. There were a whole bunch of others with these absolutely gorgeous covers. If I like them, I might go and get some more. Just because, I mean, they're classics and they're beautiful. And it would be really nice to have them all set up on the bookshelf like that. Perfectly the same size, you know. Oh, be lovely. Okay. So, I also have a few magazines to show you, but I'm just going to show you the covers because I'm going to use them for videos. There were a few magazines in English, very expensive. I went for this one because the Queen's on it. Yeah. So it's Hello Magazine, which I've never read before. Like, I know what it is and everything, but I've never actually bought or read Hello. This is the 14th of February 2022. £2.60. I paid like almost €10 for this. Okay, the Queen invites us to share moving moments as she reflects on an incredible 70 years on the throne. I'm not really a royalist. I guess because I'm Scottish, we're not like as royalist as most English people are, but I mean, I don't dislike the Queen herself. Like, I do have a certain respect for the Queen as a person, but like, I don't know, everything around it, I'm not into royalty and that sort of stuff. Like, some of them really get on my nerves. Prince Andrew, for example. But most of the younger generation, I'm not bothered about them. Like, let them be. I feel like the Queen is maybe not, how would you say, she's not very problematic, but then nobody actually knows her, so maybe she is. And then the younger generation, because they're children of Diana, I feel like they're okay. But like in between is a bit muddled, I don't know. Like Andrew, Charles, and I don't know, I just don't like it. Yeah. So, okay, extraordinary, isn't it? She was in sparkling form. Wasn't there something about her cake? Like, they had a cake and there was something wrong with her cake and she joked about it or something. I can't remember. Atomic Kitten. My goodness. Forgot about them. So yeah, this will be quite nice. I don't promise to know who everybody is in here because it's been a while since I've been in the UK. But yeah, obviously, like, in general, I will know. It'll be a fun video. So that's what I got. I also got Harper's Bazaar, the February 2022. This one is £5.50. So this one I paid like a €10 for. I think it was just like 17 or 18 euros for the two of them. So I think this one was a little more expensive, I guess. So Lady on Fire, Karen Elson takes a stand. Okay. Ruling Passion. First light, the dawn of fashion's new season. There were a few kind of like fashion-y magazines like Elle and whatnot and different versions of Harper's Bazaar, but I just like this one. I don't know if I'm biased because she's a redhead. Well, I mean, it doesn't look natural, but still. So I thought this would be a nice flick through. Read some. And then, to show you guys, we have still in the crinkly plastic because I am actually subscribed to the French Marie Claire magazine. So as of February and March. I got February's and March's here. Although I don't know how I already have March's magazine. Do they like send you the magazines a month before? I don't get it. Or is it to tell you what's going to be fashionable the next month so you can get ahead of the game? Yeah, so we have 2 French Marie Claire magazines for some videos. I wonder if I will do some French reading, or if I'll just be commenting in English or mixing the two, or should I just do it entirely in French? I don't know. Do any of you guys have any specific requests? Like, would you like a fully French video for one of these, or fully English, or a mix? I don't know. I keep meaning to do more French videos because I do have a few French viewers, but then I don't want to like completely like make a video that's completely in French. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll mix it up. Do one in like fully in French and one in English with some French reading or something. Let me know in the comments if you have any requests for that. So I'm going to leave this video here for this evening. I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you found it relaxing. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas for these magazines, or if you like any of the books that I got, or if you've read them. That'd be cool. Okay, so I hope that you're well wherever you are in the world, whatever's happening around you. I hope that you can find your own little bubble of calm. For example, if you are on Manitoulin Island in Canada, Manitoulin, sorry for the pronunciation, like Reuko, R-E-U-K-O. I don't know if that's your real name, but yeah. So if you're in or on Manitoulin Island in Canada, Reuko, I hope you're well. And I hope that you all have a lovely